I am now introducing Insane Ian. Achievement unlocked!
Greetings, Internet, and welcome to another episode of A Comedy Musician Reacts. My name is Insane Ian. I am a comedy musician and comedy music fan, and on this show I react to comedy music from the perspective of a comedy musician. Because that's what I am, and that's what I do, and that's what this is, and that's why you're here, and that's why today I am reacting to death metal from NSP, aka Ninja Sex Party. If this is your first time joining us, yes, I am a comedy musician and I react exclusively to comedy music because that is where my field of expertise is. What this means for you is that I'm going to pause the video. Kind of a lot, actually. This way I'm not talking over or laughing over the jokes and missing them. This way I can discuss how the lyrics and video work in tandem to help enhance the comedy. Sometimes I'm analyzing, sometimes I'm summarizing, sometimes I'm explaining jokes, which is always fun for people, and sometimes I'm just sitting back and laughing my damn head off. It's a crapshoot, whatever you're gonna get, but I think it's a good time either way. If you like that sort of thing, please like, share, comment, subscribe, do all the things to feed the algorithm to get more eyeballs onto these videos. And if you really want to help the channel out, consider supporting me on Patreon, where patrons get to see these videos early, get my music and comedy early, and all sorts of other cool perks. Anyway, all of that out of the way, let us dive into today's video. This is a week of new videos up until Christmas Eve, roughly, if I manage to get them all done before the holidays. And this is me playing catch-up because I haven't done videos in a while. So this video came out not too long ago, but while I was still on a break from when I was recovering from surgery. The interesting thing about this video is A, no one was expecting it, and B, I was planning on reacting to a fan video that somebody did for death metal, because some fan animator made a video, and I was going to react to it because there was no official video. Usually I don't do fan videos. I try not to do fan videos. I usually go only for the official ones, but I knew there probably wasn't going to be an official video, and now there is. So unfortunately, I won't be reacting to that other video because I try to keep to the official videos, but I will link that video in the description box below, so you can check it out on your own. But this is the official video animated by Shuchuru once again. NSP loves going to Shuchuru for the videos, so I remember hearing this song before the album came out because I saw them on their acoustic tour with my good buddies Super Guitar Brothers, which was an amazing tour, amazing show. This is a good tune. I think it works better as an acoustic tune, though the album version is still great. They, of course, played it acoustically at the 15th anniversary concert as well. Anyway, let's dive in.
We were writing this album.
If it's just a series of Polaroids, that's a hilarious concept. And also, like, I can't tell if these are like actual Polaroids being dropped on a table, or Polaroid type images being dropped on a table, or if Shuchuru just animated pictures falling. I don't know which one's easier to do. It's a series of drawings, but they're being put on the table as Polaroids. I love how they're writing this album in a golden jacuzzi. And Ninja Brian is still in full ninja gear with the bubbles on his mask. Writing on scrolls with not quite quills, but pens. Of course, what else would you expect from Ninja Sex Party?
Manager called and said we need a hit. Your music's not current enough.
The manager, of course, being Brent, who is the manager of both NSP and Game Grumps. There is basically all the gold records on the wall are the albums. I see NSFW, Strawberries and Cream. I can barely read what the third one is, but I can assume it's Cool Patrol. Although it looks like too many words to be that. Regardless, no, Attitude City, that's what it is. Attitude City. And I think Cool Patrol is the one next to it. Regardless, they're gold records. And yes, Brent and his giant beard. And whiskey on the table.
write a death metal song. We said, heck yeah, you got it.
I have to take it back a couple seconds there, because that's obviously the metal finger is Brian's.
Metal song. We said, heck yeah, you got it.
The giant awkward thumb is Dan's, because if you watch Game Grumps, you know Dan has weird thumbs. Why did I say Jan? That's weird. It's my stepfather's name. Dan has giant weird thumbs. And so we get a good close-up of that there. Also, the fact that Danny answered the phone but held it up to Brian for Brian to answer, but Brian doesn't talk, so perfect.
So I got out my beach ball, my Hawaiian shirt with little coconuts on the sleeves. Wrote this brutal.
So they were trying to write a death metal song. Their manager wants them to write a death metal song. So this song, called death metal, doesn't sound like death metal. Sounds like Jimmy Buffett. And clearly that is the gag. They think this is what death metal is. This shot of Danny relaxing with his Hawaiian shirt and Ninja Brian just in the ninja mask and a Speedo getting completely roasted by the sun. Very tan, and you can see the heat lines coming off of him. This is hilarious, and I love that it's just presented with a series of Polaroids.
Jam while the tall palm trees began to sway gently in the island breeze.
Island breeze. Looks like a hurricane. And also just the lips getting pulled back by the force of the wind. That's just funny. That's just funny.
Death metal, the metal of death. Better drink that margarita before your last breath.
Sucharu has this amazing ability to, like, over-exaggerate expressions and proportions, and just the fury and anger in Brian's eyes in this shot is so good. Better drink that margarita before your last breath. Death metal, the metal of death. So phenomenal. So, like, admittedly, this song, concept-wise, is a little bit like, you know, when they wrote their first metal song on the album and Brian kept playing these bloopy reggae jams. And this is just that concept kind of broadened out a little bit more. They do get to a death metal song by the end of that, and then Brian goes back to the bloopy jams. But I like this kind of expansion on the theme. And the gag at the end is slightly different, though, because it sticks more to the format of this. But this is that's the only problem with that, because if you go with NSP as a continual lore, because all the songs are sung from Danny Sexbang's perspective, this is the one consistent thing they have as a band, is every song is sung from the perspective of the character of Danny Sexbang. Most comedy songs or most comedy artists write from different perspectives. The narrators of each song is a different person. Like Weird Al's Saga Begins is sung by Obi-Wan Kenobi. Jurassic Park is sung by a visitor to Jurassic Park, not necessarily Weird Al. And each of those songs are sung by different perspectives, different narrators of the song. Every NSP song is Danny Sexbang. Every NSP song is about Danny Sexbang's experience, or the experience of Danny and Ninja Brian together. Things that they've done, or tales they're telling about things that they've done. So, to have the previous metal song end up being metal, and yes, but that's metal. This is death metal. So death metal, clearly much more cheery. It's in the name. Moving on.
The taste of Satan from a rock armada, an umbrella of evil in your pina colada. Death metal, put on your legs.
Don't put a lay on Ninja Brian. Clearly not to do that. Also, just the rippling muscles and all the veiny musculature that goes along with them. Holy crap. I love that death metal is the same Polaroids each time. That's just a silly, consistent note. It's good. A picture of the rotting mortal soul decaying and leaving the body. Like, who's taking these pictures? Some of these shots are impossible to get. They were in an entire riptide current surfing. And the camera was in front of them. These are questions nobody asks but me, because I have that kind of free time and brain power to put thought into stupidity like that. It doesn't matter, but it's something that I thought. That's what makes it funny, because they're impossible shots to get, and yet somehow we have photographs of them. Yeah. That's just a great series of shots. Renounce your god's existence, and it's like black and red, and his eye makeup is dripping, and then it cuts back, and the shot is well lit, and they're actually at the seafood buffet, and Brian's just doing it. So funny. And these are, like, they're just funny images rather than it technically being an animated video, but still, you know, the animation of each Polaroid going down is great. It's a great way to tell the story of this song rather than having it be a fully animated video. It's a fun. I mean, like we had Wolves of Glendale do a video that was all still images, Polaroids, or just pictures for their song "Just Give Me Cash," which we've reacted to here on the channel. And again, it's an interesting concept for a video, whether it be animated images or illustrated images or actual photographs. Either or way, it's an interesting storytelling device for your music video. And then you have things like the President's of the United States of America's video for I think it's for Mixed Up Son of a Bitch, Mixed Up SOB, which was directed by Weird Al, actually, and it's flipbooks. It's hundreds of photographs, but done in a flipbook style so that they actually is animated in time with the music, which is incredibly difficult to do. It's an amazing video concept. And also just a great song and video. You should check it out. Anyway, back to this thing. Ian loves tangents. I'm sorry. No, I have to take it back for that. I took it back a couple more seconds, but just the one card going across.
Lay back in the sand and drift slowly away. Renounce your god's existence at the seafood buffet. Hey.
On the hay. That's so funny. So yes, clearly the cards going down, the Polaroids going down are animated rather than being real pictures onto a table. But still, it looks good. I love the consistency of them staying on the screen, just the next one going on top of it, even though it's an animation of that. The manager calling back. The manager's number is listed as scam likely on the cell phone. Perfect. Also, I love that they have an old school flip Nokia. It's so good.
Manager called us back and said,
"Hey guys, it's your manager Brent. This definitely isn't death metal. It sounds more like Jimmy Buffett."
On the conga beat is the phone hitting the tree, and I think that actually was Brent saying those lines. That's fantastic.
laughed at the way he's always joking around. We tuned our ukuleles to get that dark sound.
Oh, tuned it just right to get the dark sound. It became dark. Fantastic.
We were in the metal festival that night.
0 days since last blood orgy. Honestly, for a death metal festival, it's an accurate sign.
To play with some bands, it was such a great list.
The band noticing Dan and just Dan's unbridled joy at the band noticing him, and Brian's shock at it. And we're going to get pictures of all the different bands. So this is going to be some of Shuchiru's creative design elements here. Demigod Slut, one of them has an axe straight in his head. The one with the bald guy with the giant mustache has an axe in his head. And it's from the handles behind him, which is convenient so he can still see when playing. But, and the dude on the other side with the hat, beard, and long hair just looks like The Undertaker. And then there's somebody in the background who is just a mountain. And one of them looks like an orc. So cool. Demigod Slut. Very interesting. I love that it's written with, like, there's a flower written there and smiley faces and shocked faces. Kind of the faces that Danny and Brian are making in the other picture.
Demigod Slut and Chasm of Filth.
Chasm of Filth, just shouting in musculature. Alright. That lower jaw and teeth is a sight to behold. And more pictures drawn on the photo. Maggot desecration. Like doing the blood sacrifice, it seems like. That's horrific and amazing.
And Graves of Piss.
Graves of Piss. Wow. That is a brilliant setup and delivery of a joke in just the visual format. Yes, the names of the bands are ridiculous in the song, but the added visual of here's what a death metal band kind of looks like when you've seen death metal bands. Here's another example, only kind of amped up a little more to be kind of outrageous proportions, outrageous musculature, outrageous expressions. The next one is just some unholy demon from hell visual. And then the last one, Graves of Piss, written in like the whole kind of weird, like angular text, but not like the, truly death metal, which just looks like a bundle of sticks together. But like the more angular thing. Graves of Piss being just a dude in a vest with an acoustic guitar. Kind of going along with the theme of Danny and Brian thinking death metal is Jimmy Buffett Caribbean music. That is an amazing setup and punchline that, like, you weren't expecting. Like, yes, all the weird names, Demigod Slut and Maggot Desecration and Graves of Piss. Yes, it is yellow in the background, but Graves of Piss. All of these could actually be death metal band names, too. And that's what makes it so ridiculous.
Steel drum solo. Defile me with that sax.
Defile me with that sax. Both of these pictures of Danny pointing to Brian playing the other part, and the sax releasing demons. Ninja Brian, dressed a little bit like Brian Weck's alter ego, Trey Magnifique, in the white suit, but yet still wearing the ninja mask. They both tour together. It is phenomenal.
Easy on those coconut shrimp, Jerry.
Easy on the coconut shrimp, Jerry, and then just a close-up of Jerry. It's a big luau holiday death metal festival. Amazing. A selfie where he's flipping off with Maggot Desecration, and just more horrors to behold in each and every subsequent photo.
Lotion on corpse paint needs a high SPF.
Tanning lotion on corpse paint needs a high SPF. So they've got the white and black death metal makeup that Danny and Aaron did in a 10-minute power hour on the Grumps channel. And of course the SPF is 666 because it's death metal. So goddamn good. That's brilliant.
Playing frisbee
I need to go back and see what Brian's makeup, if Brian's makeup is over the mask. Yes. No, Brian's mask is now white, and the eyes are painted black, and there's a skull there. That is flipping hilarious. Oh my god. And I think Danny's makeup is what Danny's actual makeup was like for that episode of the 10-Minute Power Hour. That's so good.
Corpse paint needs a high SPF. Playing frisbee all day, you'll be running like a cheetah.
The action shot of Brian whipping the frisbee to the camera and then cutting to pictures of Danny trying to catch it and then taking it so full in the face it completely cartoons and pulls his face inside out. That is great, and it's just these pictures are done to present a story in motion without actually being in motion. It's great. I love this.
Sacrificing goats with a sweet senorita.
Sacrificing goats with a sweet senorita. Playing frisbee all day, you'll be running like a cheetah. Just to rhyme sweet senorita, they have cheetah. It's so... I love comedy music, just because only in a comedy song would that rhyme make any sense, even though it doesn't make sense. I love it. Choke on our scum. Thanks for joining us today for all our tropical fun. That's poets. Poets.
I have to say this final concert went well. I sung this music tribute to our third moon in hell. What the heck was that?
So we actually get full animation at the end for the gag of, accept this tribute to our Dark Lord in Hell with this music tribute. And it actually being death metal, and them just be like, look, they're the ones that are going through the photos, because there's the camera and all the pictures printed out, and then that music comes in, and like, what the hell is that? That was death metal, the screaming. That was so good. The animation on that, the visuals that Shucher can get are so phenomenal. Man, that was a great video. There's like 2 seconds left, so I don't expect anything else. Brian shrugs and they go back to looking at the pictures. That was great. Holy crap, I really loved that. I hope you did too. If you did, go show NSP some love. You can check out the video in the description box below so you can see it without me yammering all over it. Of course, also the fan video is in the description box below as well. And if you liked this video, please like, share, comment, subscribe, do all the things to feed the algorithm to get more eyeballs onto these videos. And if you really want to help the channel out like these folks over here do, consider supporting me on Patreon, where patrons get to see these videos early, get my music and comedy early. That's right, I'm a comedy musician too. You get exclusive reactions and all sorts of other cool stuff. Anyway, that's all for now. We'll see you next time. Thanks, everybody. Bye.
Won't listen to pancake chatter, they're like waffles, but they're flatter. And they both use the same batter, but to me that doesn't matter. Waffle carbs give staying power. Unlike last night, I'll last for hours. Eggs and milk, sugar, flour, builds a tasty Eiffel Tower. Add the syrup, melt the butter. Stickiness makes my heart flutter. Get your mind out of the gutter. Oh wait, you started? I gotta catch up. One waffle down.